presenting this movie tonight here in New York?
I feel great. I mean, I'm excited. I mean, America's doing her show here, Ugly Betty. It's a perfect place to be. I mean, it's like the centerpiece, her and Lance, and the movement of the whole story comes from that. So it's exciting. And the city's always exciting. The Big Apple.
Tell me especially about your character. How's your character and what do you do in the movie?
I mean, I play dad. You know what I mean? Brad Boyd, who's a DJ in LA. He's a little bit of a philanderer. He's a little bit of a womanizer who's raised his son by himself and who's kind of like put women at a distance. He just sees them every once in a while, but slowly learns to let go of his son, who's about to get married to America's character, and also learns how to find love in his own life and figure out what's
What
important.
did you learn about Hispanic weddings and Hispanic culture in this movie?
Well, I mean, I learned a lot of things. I mean, I think the movie is really about unity and about us realizing that the differences of culture are more not about the differences of the heart, and the heart is very similar, and that the love is at the basis of it all. We saw things in the movie, like we saw the last scene. I've never seen that. I have at a wedding. I didn't know. About the type of cake exactly, and the type of food, the birria that was going to be made to the goat and stuff like that. All these little details are there, and I kind of like learned about them as we went along.
All right, great. Thank you for your time.
Sure.
Good luck with this. Thank you.
Ángel Villagomez.
That is cool.
Yeah.
How you say that? Yeah.
Okay, great. Welcome to Escándalo TV. Bienvenido a Escándalo TV. Tell me about your character in this movie.
Bonjour. No, joke.
Buenos
That was
días.
French. I know.
Buenos días. That's okay.
How are you?
Good. I'm good. Tell me
Man,
about
you
your-
sound so sexy.
Yeah, you think so? Oh.
No, it's very cool.
Cool. Tell me about the movie.
The movie, well, it's called The Last Airbender, and it's basically set in this fairy tale world, which is split into 4 nations: air, earth, fire, and water. And there's certain beings in each nation that can manipulate their element. And it's all based on this character here called Aang, who's basically the last airbender. He's the last of his kind because his nation's been wiped out. And he has the power to harness all 4 elements. And he is the savior to the world. And he's gone missing and the world's become imbalanced. And the Fire Nation is wreaking havoc over the world.
You kind of play the bad guy in this film at the beginning.
Yeah.
How was it?
I play it. He's bad and not bad. He's a conflicted character, and it's easy to say he's bad. But it was really fun playing that sort of dark streak, and it was a stretch for me because I don't realize how everyone says you just bounce off the walls. You're a bubbly guy, and then when you try and get into the zone of a character like this, where you're just so conflicted, and it makes me down because I'm always my energy levels are like a maximum 1000% sugar in my blood. And then when I have to be like this, it was actually a challenge. It really was.
It was a good part. What was the difference working on 3D than working on a regular movie?
Well, it doesn't really affect the thing that affects you is the CGI, obviously, and we're working with green screen, and I've never worked in studios like as much as I've done in this film. But M. Night really tried to create a real as real an atmosphere as possible. Just by building the most beautiful sets. You could believe you're in this kingdom when you look around. And, he flew us to Greenland and we shot some scenes out there in the absolutely freezing cold. That's a funny story. I remember doing my first scene in Greenland where it was so cold and I had to be really intimidating and scary. And your lips are going blue and your eyelashes are sticking together. And the amount of hair gel I had, that we could crack my hair off like little popsicles. And it was just, ugh.
It was good.
Yeah, painful.
Which special power would you like to have in real life?
Oh, out of this, I'd be a firebender for sure. Yeah, that would be really cool to be able to harness fire and things. And in a practical thing, I always think like, what could fire be used for in good? And you just think of if there's like something happening and you can take the fire away or something.
That's good.
be
That's a
very
good
cool.
point. Can you invite our audience to see the movie?
Yeah, guys, come and see the movie. I love you, all of you.
Thank you.
Óyeme, yo llevo 9 años en Escándalo TV, he escuchado todo tipo de noticias, pero una que a mí me causó risa, porque los conozco a ustedes, es cuando se dijo que Wisin y Yandel eran pareja. ¿Cómo tomaron eso?
En realidad, en ese momento yo estaba en mi casa pero tenemos una relación tan bonita, yo y mi pareja, y yo sé que Yandel con su pareja, y una confianza tan grande que lo tomamos como de relajo, de vacilón. Ella como decimos en Puerto Rico, me formó un vacilón a mí en la casa. Pero en realidad yo creo que es el éxito que estamos teniendo. Cuando uno tiene mucho auge, salen a la luz muchas cosas que son ciertas, muchas cosas que no son ciertas, pero estamos trabajando y en realidad las cosas negativas las estamos echando hacia un lado. Nosotros estamos llenos de vibras positivas, por eso nos sale todo bien.
¿Cuál fue la canción que te dediqué? ¿Cuál fue la canción?
No empiece, no empiece. Óyeme, ¿cómo tú tomaste esos comentarios ahí que había un romance supuestamente?
No era nada, de verdad, yo tengo mis hijos, tengo mi esposa, estoy feliz, mano, de verdad que sí. Yo creo que son rumores y cuando uno es artista y uno está en un nivel ya empiezan a hacer cositas y hay que bregar con ellas, de verdad.